हेलो ऑल, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। स्वागत है आप सबका मेरे इस चैनल पर।
Next comes the PLM vision. I am talking about overall how PLM initiatives. No, this cannot have any specific company application. Okay, like this is applicable to a particular product or to company. It is in general talk. This is in general talk. No, whatever I will be talking in this lecture or the coming 2-3 lectures, it will be in general talk because this has to be done by everyone whosoever wants to implement PLM. PLM also have mission and vision. It also has strategy. It also has plan. Based on this, uh, the PLM will be successfully implemented. So just let us go through this word vision. What exactly it means. In the context, industrial concept context, a vision will be a mental image of something in the future. Just now I told you that what I want to be after few years, what a company wants to be after few years. For example, if you are now in your final year and you have a vision, okay, what I want to be after 4 years, whether I want to be an entrepreneur, whether I want to work somewhere, whether I want to do higher studies, whether I want to do whatever, so that is the vision that you think of yourself in the future. Now this future is near future. Okay, vision is always uh, max to max 10 years. Okay, and the small much smaller it is, much better it is. Okay, if it is for 5 years, then yes, it is achievable. If it is a long term vision, say 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, then also it is a vision, but then that may not be properly achieved. So it should be a short term. A vision describes the future state of something, so it's very difficult from a strategy which describes the way to achieve objective. So vision is different from strategy. Okay, so we'll see what are the strategies also. So we'll come to know that vision and strategy are different things. Vision is something which company wants to be, and strategy is something different. It is the way in which this vision is fulfilled. You can right now call it as mission. What is mission? Mission is the guidelines for implementing the vision. So PLM vision is a high level description of company's PLC activity at some future time. Okay, it's always about what is there in the future. It's appropriate to develop a vision for a PLM 5 years in the future. Okay, so ideal period followed by everyone is 5 years. Where you want to see in the 5 years. Vision represents the best possible forecast of desirable future activities. It's possible. It provides a big picture to guide the people. A ship without a destination doesn't make good speed. Okay, a ship. Now you must. This is a quote, but then you must have um, experienced this. So if there is no vision in the for the company, then people will be directionless and they will just work. They will be implementing PLM, but with what vision? PLM करना क्यों है भाई, क्या करके करना क्या है, there has to be some vision. Okay, so that has to be there. Without a PLM vision, people won't work effectively. Okay, they will not work that effectively. Okay, so these are just the meaning of the word vision. PLM vision will be will be company specific. So whenever a vision is to be formed, it will be different for different company depending on the turnover of the company, and then the capacity of the company, the employees in the company, the product of the company. It depends on a lot of things, so it will be different for different companies, so it will be company specific. Two companies producing the same product, two companies producing the same product will also have different vision, may also have may have different vision. Generally it's different only. PLM vision is built on the assumption that the company wants to carry out its product lifecycle activities as effectively as possible. So this as effectively as possible, okay, this should be reflected in the vision कि कंपनी को चलाना है और उसको अच्छे से चलाना है. नॉट फॉर द नेम सेक देयर शुड बी विजन. सो वॉट एवर is the statement of the vision, from that statement someone should understand, okay, how is the seriousness of PLM in the company, to for the people of the company, for the management of the company. So that's what I had said that it should make sense to others. Whenever other people go through this, it should make sense to them. Okay, this is the vision. Okay, मतलब ये इनका ऐसा सोचना है. So some of the good hospitals, they also have a vision. They also have a vision statement, mission statement in some of the hospital. So it should make sense to other. It must be believable and realistic. कि कुछ भी लिख के रख दिया कि हाँ ऐसा नहीं है, नहीं. It should be believable, it should be achievable, it should be measurable, it should be realistic, it should be practicable. Okay, all these things should be there in the vision. Otherwise, what will happen? It's not going to be useful. If it is not clear, it is not possible, then it is not going to be useful. Most important thing, vision has to be communicated to everybody. So if you remember in the first lecture, I told you about the vision of the mechanical department. So I communicated it to you. So it has to be communicated to everybody. Why it has to be communicated to everybody? Because it will make a sense to have a vision that it won't make any sense if the vision is known to the few people only who have framed it. Okay, that should not happen. It will not be helpful, will not be beneficial. So everyone should know what is the vision of the company. A shared vision, it will help everyone to move forward along the same direction. Okay, so there will not be ambiguity, there will not be two paths, they all will move in the same direction. Now it's a starting point for developing the PLM strategy. So PLM initiative is done. Now we are forming the strategy. Before forming the strategy, there has to be a vision which should be developed and it should be communicated to everyone. Vision should be built by a team of people working over a period of time. It should not be built by one person. It should not be built by a team of people in a day or two. It should be developed over a period of time. So whenever we form the vision of the department, we discuss it with the students, we discuss it with the alumni, we discuss it with few industry people, we discuss it with the with of course our faculty members, we discuss it with the other people who are working in the same field, and then we form the vision of our department. Same is for other departments, same is for the institute. So it should not be built in one day or one person. Now there are certain factors which are to be considered for developing the vision. Development of PLM vision strategy and plan. So I told you initiative, after initiative is taken, vision will come, after vision strategy will come, after strategy plan will come. So we had seen it here. Okay, initiative, then strategy then plan. Yes, I think this is done. Okay, so development of PLM vision strategy and plan requires consideration of all sorts of factors that may influence or be influenced by the life cycle. So developing of vision is not easy. It's not easy, and there are so many factors that are to be considered while this vision is developed. So I am presenting few factors. Although these factors are not the final factors, there may be some more factors also, but I am presenting few factors that should be thought of while developing the vision. One is global influence. Okay, what is the global influence on your product? What is the customer's influence, or what how many customers you have? What is the customer base? Where are the customer located? What class of customers are you targeting? For example, if it is a automation system, say home automation system, then you cannot target home automation system. If your product is home automation system, you cannot target the people in the villages. Okay, so like this. If the product is housewife based product, then you cannot target other community like that. Then who are the competitors, what are their products and how they sell in the market, where they sell, and is the cost of their product approach to the project management, then the people, the skills, the remuneration, the recognition, training, hiring practices, all this is related to the people who are working on it. What sort of people you have? what skills they have, how much remuneration is given to them, then what is their recognition, how much knowledge they have, how much skill they have, and how effectively they can work. Then are there some training required? Are the training given to them, or are they giving training to other people? Are they so expert? Then hiring people and all those things. Then information, knowledge, data, whatever knowledge, whatever data is needed for that particular product. Do we have that data about the competitor's product, information systems, then the best practices, then facilities, funding. These are only few factors which I have displayed here for uh, considering while developing the PLM vision. While developing the PLM vision. So answer to all these questions has to be given. Okay, answer has to be given to all this question while framing the vision. You cannot just copy it from 3-4 website and say that this is the vision of your company. No, it cannot be done. In addition to company's objective, they will depend on factors such as, now there are few other factors on which it will depend: the industry the company is in, the company's organizational structure, then the company's culture, then the company's resources, the current approach to product development. I think there is no need to explain these words. These are just words which you all understand. Then the geographical location of the company's unit, then the company size. All these things has to be taken care of. Apart from these questions, this all has to be taken care of while framing the vision of the company. The industry sector is an important characteristic. Industry sector means it is in which type of sector, that is whether it is in automobile, whether it is medical, whether it is in which sector. Then the organizational structure, it also depends. How is the organizational structure? It is hierarchical based, or is it Hitler based, something like that. The culture of the company is again important. What is the culture of the company? Whether the uh, lowest level person is taken, his views are taken care of or not, or everyone is involved in decision making. So all these things are to be considered while developing the vision. So the title here is factors to be considered while developing the vision. So here we have seen what is the PLM, what do you mean by vision, PLM vision, then what are the basic points that are to be thought of, and then what are the factors which are to be considered while developing the PLM vision. Okay, so in next lecture we'll see the reasons to develop the PLM vision.